Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, welcome back to my English class. With me, Ma'am Annie. So, today we are going to talk about a new material. The material is stating rules and obligations. This material is for junior high school students, grade 8, semester 3. First, let's see the learning objective. Kita lihat tujuan pembelajaran kali ini. The first one, the students are able to identify the expression of rules and obligation. Para siswa bisa mengidentifikasi the expression of rules and obligation. The second one is the students are able to state the rules and obligations. Para siswa bisa menyatakan the expression of rules and obligation. And then to begin with, let's see the definition of the rule. The obligation. Obligation here is something that someone is required to do. Kewajiban adalah sesuatu yang harus dilakukan oleh seseorang. While the rule is something we are allowed or not allowed to do. Sedangkan peraturan or the rules adalah sesuatu yang boleh atau tidak boleh kita lakukan. Secara umum, rules and obligation merujuk pada satu aturan atau kewajiban yang harus dilakukan oleh seseorang di satu tempat atau waktu yang tertentu. So, everywhere and every time we will find the rules and obligation in our daily life. It can be at home, it can be at school, or even in our English class. Kita bisa menemukannya di mana-mana. Okay, so let's see the example. This is the dialogue between Tara and Tari. Okay, I'll read for you. Tari here said, Tara, tell me the rules in your English class. Tara here said, okay Tari, first we must pray before learning. Then we must speak English during the class. At last, we mustn't cheat during the test. Dari dialog ini, kita bisa melihat Tari meminta Tara menjelaskan aturan-aturan yang ada dalam pelajaran bahasa Inggrisnya. And then Tara here said, Tara memberikan 3 macam aturan yang ada di dalam kelas bahasa Inggrisnya. The first, we must pray before learning. Kita harus berdoa sebelum belajar. The first rule. And then the second one, we must speak English during the class. Kami harus ngomong bahasa Inggris selama pelajaran. And then the last, we mustn't cheat during the test. Dari sini kita bisa mengambil kesimpulan bahwa to make the rules and obligation, kita bisa menggunakan kata must. This one, we must pray, we must speak, dan kita bisa juga menggunakan kata mustn't. We mustn't cheat. Kita tidak boleh menyontek. Oke? Jadi ada 2 hal yang akan kita bahas kali ini. The use of must and the use of mustn't to express the rules and obligation. Okay, let's continue. From the dialogue above, we will see that to state the rules and obligation, we will use 2 expressions. The first one, we will use must. The second one, we will use must not or mustn't. Untuk menyatakan rules and obligation, kita bisa menggunakan dua hal. Yang pertama, kita menggunakan must. Yang kedua, kita menggunakan must not or mustn't. Must untuk menunjukkan arti harus. And then must not or mustn't mengandung arti tidak boleh. So, let's see. I'll give you the pattern here. Do you know him? Okay, he is Fadil, you know. Okay, Fadil here said, you must respect your teachers. Kalian harus menghargai guru kalian. You must get up early in the morning. Kalian harus bangun pagi. And then the last one, the students must wear school uniform. Para siswa harus memakai seragam sekolah. So, from what Fadil said here, dari kalimat-kalimat yang dikatakan Fadil, kita bisa menyimpulkan, nah, this is the pattern. You and then the students are the subject. And then followed by must. Okay? And then after must, it is followed by verb 1. Must diikuti oleh kata kerja bentuk pertama. Let's see. Respect, get up, and then wear are the example of verb 1. And then after that, it can be followed by object or not. Jadi objek itu boleh ada, boleh tidak. Okay, this is the first pattern. But what if there is no verb? Bagaimana kalau dalam kalimat itu tidak ada kata kerja? Nah, do you know her? Okay. Dipta here said, the students must be on time. Para siswa harus tepat waktu. And then, the student must be at home during pandemic era. And then the last one, the students must be active in online learning. So, the students are the subject of this sentence, and then followed by must, diikuti oleh must, and then we see there is no verb here. Tidak ada kata kerja di sini. Okay, on time and then active are the adjective, and then at home is the adverb of place. Kata keterangan tempat. Nah, so karena tidak ada kata kerja di sini, we have to put be after must. Kita harus meletakkan be sesudah kata must. So, the pattern will be like this. The subject must be followed by adjective atau kata sifat, and then noun, kata benda, or adverb, kata keterangan. Okay? Let's see. Okay. Do you know her? Nah. Okay, Alicia here said, you must not smoke. Kamu tidak boleh merokok. You mustn't ride a motorcycle to school. Kalian tidak boleh mengendarai sepeda motor ke sekolah. And then, you must not come late. Kamu tidak boleh pulang terlambat. So, Alicia here use must not or mustn't. Okay? So, after must not or mustn't, it is followed by verb. Smoke, ride, come are the example of verb 1. So, let's see the pattern. Kita lihat rumusnya. Nah, this is the subject, and then must not, and then followed by verb. Kalau kalian menggunakan objek juga boleh. Kalau tidak juga boleh. So, untuk kalimat ini must not plus verb one digunakan untuk menyatakan prohibition or larangan. Okay, and then I'll give you the last example, the last pattern. Selfie here said, the students mustn't be a loser. Siswa tidak boleh menjadi pecundang. And then, we mustn't be naughty. Kita tidak boleh nakal. Let's see, class. The students and then we are the subject. And then followed by mustn't. Mustn't. Yes, it is mustn't. And because there is no verb here, kita tidak menemukan kata kerja di sini. Nah, yang ada itu a loser. A loser is a noun, kata benda. And then naughty is kata sifat or adjective. So, we must put be after mustn't. Kita harus menyusupkan kata be sesudah kata mustn't atau must not. So, the pattern will be like this. Patternnya seperti ini. Subject must not be followed by adjective or noun or adverb. Kata sifat, kata benda, kata keterangan. Okay? I think it's quite easy for you. So, I'll give you the example of rules and obligation at home. Let's see. You must get up early in the morning. Kalian harus bangun lebih awal. You must respect your family. Kalian harus menghargai keluarga kalian. You must tidy up your bedroom every day. Kalian harus merapikan tempat tidur setiap hari. And then these are the rules and obligation at school. The students must wear white uniform on Monday. Siswa harus memakai seragam putih di hari Senin. The students must come at school on time. Siswa harus datang tepat waktu. The students mustn't ride motorcycle to school. The students mustn't wear colorful shoes. Siswa tidak boleh memakai sepatu yang berwarna-warni. Okay, I think it's not quite difficult for you. So now, let's see the assignment. Do you know this boy? Yes, you are right. He is Riza. Okay. For the assignment, you have to write what you must do and what you mustn't do in this pandemic era. Kalian harus menuliskan apa yang harus kalian lakukan and what you mustn't do, apa yang tidak boleh kalian lakukan in this pandemic era. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, here Riza wears mask. So, you can write here, we mustn't go out without mask. Kita tidak boleh keluar tanpa menggunakan masker. Nah, this is what you mustn't do. And then, this one, what you must do. We must wash our hands every time. Kita harus mencuci tangan kita setiap waktu. Okay, you can complete. Okay, next. And at last, I have a special quote for you. Allah without me is still Allah, but me without Allah is nothing. Tanpaku, Allah itu masih tetap Allah. Tapi aku tanpa Allah is nothing. Aku tanpa Allah bukan apa-apa. And then at last, thanks for watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.